So a lot of people have this question. So you keep talking about agile and agile development methods and all these things that we were discussing in the last 2 weeks about the agile manifesto and agile principles, agile mindset, the 3 pillars of agile, the transparency, inspection, adaptation. All this is fine. But then how is Scrum different from that? What is Scrum, right? So we had a look at what Scrum is. We'll discuss that in detail later, of course. So in the context of agile, again, it is all about continuous development, continuous integration, and continuous delivery of value. It still is agile. That's the heart. That's in the spirit of agile is basically that, right? So we engage the customers, we engage the users early on. We get the feedback into the product. We improve it continuously over a period of time. We keep delivering it in phases, right? And then the empowerment of the team is still there. So the team would actually empower. It's not somebody else who is actually taking the decisions on your behalf. It's the team which does the estimation. Team does the commitment of the estimates. Team actually does the work. They develop, they test. Team does the delivery of the product and deploy it onto the environments, whether it is the production environment, test or development, whatever it is. So the team owns the product in the context of agile and more so in Scrum as well. So Scrum is no different. Scrum is, again, it has got the same spirit of agile. It is a flavor, a variant of agile methodology. Last couple of weeks, what agile is, it's very simple, easy and quick to implement, very lightweight set of processes and very lightweight documentation. The focus is on the working product, not on the documents that you're producing and all that. So, and Scrum is also very much being an agile methodology. It also is basically the same. It follows the same spirit of agile. It follows the same set of core principles. It is based on the same 3 aspects of the 3 pillars of agile: the transparency, inspection, and adaptation. So being open, communication, being actually trying to do something. As we discussed, perfection is an enemy of good. So don't try to be perfect and create the most perfect product that would. So it's not about making that sense of a great product that's a fantastic marvel. Don't spend so much time, energy, resources, and money into creating the best product. Instead, try if it is good enough, if it is just good enough to be able to work and people can use it, just ship it, just deliver it without having to worry too much about it. And then you can work on improving it and making it better and better. That's what Scrum says. And flexible, nimble, and suitable for most types of work, Agile is definitely there. We've seen how Agile really helps with all kinds of different types of projects. And again, Scrum being the same thing, it does give you so much of flexibility. But then just you need to understand that Scrum, because of the fact that it has got a certain set of tools and principles and practices, it has it's not limitation, it has its own approach of doing things. So when we talk about a Scrum team, you've got certain roles, right? You can't just have still a business analyst. I'm a project manager. I want to run a Scrum project. No, sorry. You cannot run a Scrum project being a project manager. You have to be you have either got to be a different role, or you've got to actually align yourself with one of the roles of Scrum. So what are the roles? We talk about it in the next few slides, right? So you cannot think, work, and deliver in the same old way when you're trying to adopt Scrum into your own organization, to your own teams. You have got to adjust, you've got to redefine and restructure and rethink and reimagine and rework on the roles and responsibilities, on the principles and the working practices. That's what we call as Agile WOW. The WOW is basically ways of working, right? Agile ways of working. You need to define your own Agile WOW, the ways of working, so you can have a consistent practice across the teams, and you set the expectations and with the customer, with your stakeholders. So we'll talk about all these practices coming up next, what they are, and then how they would really help you. So with Agile, just to go further on this one, so you've got the Agile framework in terms of PDCA, right? The plan, do, check, act. Same thing, like it's a define, develop, release, and evaluate. And this kind of circle, it goes in loops, and you iteratively improve it, and then you incrementally deliver the product. You add more and more features, more and more functionality, make it richer, and make it really better.